Mike Jones Beats.
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? For the second time, how's a soleil? How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful, god dang it, dig sound. I'm getting too old for this shit. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Just so we can be clear, I was saying a whole bunch of stuff, man. Alright, so we just gonna I don't feel like repeating that shit. Anyway, so real quick, we're gonna be talking about Glock 9 situation today. I'm gonna make a video about it later. But we're also going to be talking about the Glock 9 situation today. We're going to be talking about what's going on with the impeachment. And I guess we'll talk about the situation that happened with Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm going to explain something. The reason why I was on the fence about even discussing this Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, because I really, really dislike when people start trouble or mess with an individual that has some kind of fame and they doing it for the clout. I really hate that. I just really hate that. And I think that that's basically what happened in this particular situation. But do me a favor. You see those buildings in the background? You see those buildings? You see those buildings? Bam! The sun. I really hate when people do that. Maybe because I had to experience such things a lot being on internet, and then another person tries to come up and they want to be on that YouTube or whatever the case is. So what they feel like they're going to do is try to throw negative energy at you to try to force their way into your situation. So I just really dislike when people do that. And I think that that just sets a bad precedence when we I don't like rewarding people for bad behavior. I don't do that. Like, just pay attention. Like, a lot of these grown ass folk that be out here trolling people and making their whole entire lives about another grown ass person. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. They obviously was the kid that didn't pay attention in class. That's why a lot of them is slow. Like, pay attention, especially the ones that come in here. Watch, they're gonna, the same dude that pops up every day asking stupid questions is gonna pop up today. Watch, he be slow. He's gonna be, watch. I'm gonna point it out whenever his comments start. I'm gonna point it out. I'm gonna make it obvious. It's just slow. You understand what I'm saying? I feel bad for him that his parents and his school and schooling. Whenever I come across anybody like that, I feel bad for them that they didn't have a better chance at life. To be honest with you, even though I don't like them, I just feel bad. They didn't have a good chance at life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, and they didn't know how to make it on their own. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, so let's get to the drops that happened last night real quick. Then let's do roll call and let's get up out of here. Let's do this as quickly as possible so we can get to the show. We can do roll call. Shout out to Brandon Washington with the $20 drop. Shout out to OGK Network with the $5 drop. Shout out to OGK Network again with the $5 drop. Shout out to OGK Network again with the $5 drop. Shout out to OGK Network again with the $5 drop. And shout out to Lynn Sinister with the $5 drop. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. Don't let nobody tell you different. I appreciate everybody. Likes, comments, subscribe. You pull up in comment section. I really do. Don't let nobody tell you different. If they telling you different, it's because they just hating. Also, we trying to get 6 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App today. Let's go. With that being said, what up, D Vertical? How you doing today, my brother? What up, Everett Gilchrist? I hope everything is doing fine. I hope everything is going well. How are you doing? He's dropping frost already. Salute to the brother. Who else we got up in here? What up, Non-Bigness? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is going okay. Who else we got up in here real quick? What up, Charlie Santana? He's telling me to check the sound. Thank you, my brother. I did not know before you told me. Really? And I was just in here just blabbering. Who else we got up in here? Soleil, we already called you out as usual as soon as you step through the door. What up, Darwin Hamlet? How are you doing, Darwin? Dawan Hamlin, how you doing? I'm on Watts Games, how you doing? What up, James S? James S says salute Frost, BBN fam. What up, Brandon Washington? He says, what's good, BBN fam? Chilling, my dude. How are you feeling? We love Vix. Shout out to Vicstar. Vicstar pulled up this morning. This is Good Morning Community. How is everybody doing? You already know what it is. What up, DZ? Salute to DZ. BBN West, the smoking section. Who else we got up in here real quick? That goes for James S too. I just missed it on him. What up, Mark Hernandez? He says morning, Jack. And all right, so we got everybody. I'm gonna put some coffee on real quick, and while I'm doing that, I want to talk to y'all about this Glock 9 situation. Now, for everybody that knows, there's a rapper named Glock 9. Now, the main thing that I want to say revolving around this whole Glock 9 situation, just so we can be clear, is I keep trying to tell y'all, and I say this not to be disrespectful to the rappers that get caught up into this mess, not to be disrespectful to, don't I have more coffee? Not to be disrespectful to the rappers that caught up in this mess, not to be make light of any situation that somebody has lost their life or any of this. But we really need to understand that until we stop trying to pretend like every single human being alive have to live by this street culture, we're going to have situations where a lot of people are going to throw their lives away. We have this world that we currently live in where it's every single human being is expected to live by these street codes. And I'm letting y'all know right now, that's one of the main reasons why your favorite rappers is going to jail, why your favorite rappers is getting killed, why your favorite rappers is involved in stuff that they shouldn't even be going nowhere near. It's because we're living in a time in America where if you are not part of this street culture, if you're not out here keeping it real, then you're considered to be nothing. I can't express this enough when I'm telling you. I heard people calling a grandmother a snitch, an old lady that lived alone and got robbed and called the police. I heard people calling her a snitch. I can't express this enough. I think that we are mentally ill as a community, as a whole entire community. Yes, that did happen, TZ. I'm gonna probably make a video on it. I heard about Baby CEO. He was 20 years old right now. He did get killed. And once again, it has a lot to do with this. If you do not have street cred, you can't be a rapper situation. None of this makes any sense. I'm going to tell you who a dope rapper is right now who ain't in the street. His name is Marlon Craft. Y'all know him? Y'all know about Marlon Craft? He's a dope rapper, white dude from New York. He's nice. He don't got street cred. He's just a dope rapper. I don't understand why we can't just be a dope rapper. I don't understand. I don't understand why you just can't be good at what. Imagine, just look. Imagine if you have a basketball player and people look at him and say, well, he never caught a body, so I don't respect his game. Imagine. Imagine if you, imagine if you got a dude that's I don't know, a CEO of I don't know, Kmart or some crap, I don't know, and people say, you know what, I don't respect him because he never did a bid. Why are we holding rappers to this? Why are we holding rappers to the standard of, if you're not involved in crime, then we don't respect you? So for everybody that don't know, Glock 9 was in a situation where they shot up a house. Allegedly, it was him. He's been arrested. I believe 2 teens got shot and a kid got shot. Like a 6-year-old or a 3-year-old or something. I'm gonna drop the video later, way more in depth than what we're talking about now. But we need to have this discussion, because this don't make sense. I'm tired of it. I'm happy Nas wasn't in the street committing crimes to the point where we only was able to get 1 album. Imagine if we only got 1 Nas album. Imagine. Imagine if we would have only got 1 BDP album, 1 Rakim album, 1 Big Daddy Kane album. Imagine. I need somebody to explain to me how losing your life to street violence, losing your life by going to prison, is more important than taking care of your family. I need somebody to explain this to me, because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And it don't make sense to me. How we're going to give somebody who loses his life to street violence or who goes to jail more respect than we give the individual that takes care of his family. Please explain that to me. I hate when I forget to do the thing the right way. Come on, you rat bastards. I need somebody to explain that to me. I lived in the 80s. You know what's one of the worst things that happened? When Slick Rick wasn't able to do another album because he got locked up for killing his bodyguard. I'm going to say that again. Slick Rick had to kill. Okay, so I know. I'm going to explain the situation because I know a lot about this. Slick Rick, Bronx, just so we could be clear, right? When he came to America, whatever he was doing, he was in the Bronx, just so we could be clear. I literally know people that was running with Slick Rick Just to be clear, I heard the stories about what was going on with Slick Rick before the dude got shot and killed. Now check this out. In the 80s, you had to have security. Well, you have to have security, period. But in the 80s, the gangsters in New York City was running up on the rappers and snatching their gold chains. A lot of rappers got their gold chains snatched. One of the people that was snatching them was a dude named B.O. Big gangster. Slick Rick used to run around with the donkiest chains. He's still known for having chains to this day. Slick Rick's bodyguard tried to extort him. Slick Rick didn't go for it, so he killed him. Slick Rick was on the run. The police pulled up on him. Slick Rick hopped in the whips, tried to pull off, and literally did the thing that he wrote about. He crashed into a tree on University. There's a street called University in the Bronx. When Slick Rick went to jail, I can't explain to you how hip-hop was crushed. Hip-hop was crushed. No, big hats. Most of the people who were rappers back then were rappers. They wasn't gang members. They was just rappers. And please stop using all of those capitals. Before I don't think it's you. Copy? The only people that use all capitals is trolls. I'm asking you to not use all capitals or I'm going to think you the troll. Admins, if Big Hats keep using all capitals, he's that troll. Kick him. So check this out. Just so we can be clear. Just so we can be clear. Slick Rick killed his bodyguard because his bodyguard tried to extort him. Now, I literally know people that was running in their camp. No lie. I had fam that lived on University. We lived on Hennessy Place. My aunt and uncle and my cousins lived on Hennessy Place. If you know anything about the Bronx, you know what I'm talking about. My cousin used to throw jams in the Bronx. Notice I ain't say parties. I said jams. So I say all that to say this. Why can't we want our rappers to have long careers, free and alive? Why? What up, Lovely E? What up, Prince to Amir? What up to everybody I ain't call out? The next person, admins, from now on, when anybody comes in here using all caps, assume that they are a troll and just kick them. Because we don't do that over here. We don't yell and shout at people. Anybody coming here using all caps, just kick. Matter of fact, I'll kick them before you. Let's go. That's what we doing. You ain't gonna be yelling over the top of everybody. Nobody in here is more important than anybody else. You know what I'm talking about, right, Lovely E? Hennessy Place. You know where that at? That's the hood. That shit one block. So Glock 9 gets into a beef with a whole nother rapper. I have an extensive story on this on the channel later. Glock 9 gets into a beef with a whole nother rapper. These dudes decide to go shoot a house up. The Nipsey Hussle situation and the situation that we're currently talking about don't go together. Not all rappers that got killed go together with what we're discussing. But yes, the Nipsey Hussle situation is important. But not every single rapper that got killed goes with what we're talking about. Because right now, because Nipsey Hussle wasn't out here preaching ignorance. Nipsey Hussle wasn't out here preaching ignorance. So therefore, this is a whole different situation with all due respect, Mr. Brandon Washington. Now, we might drift over into that area, and once we do, please remind me to get back to the Nipsey situation. But right now, we're discussing why do rappers have to throw away their lives and why do rappers have to throw away their careers in order to be able to have a career. Glock 9 has a beef with another rapper. There's going to be extensive video on it later on the BBN network. This guy decides, what up, Queen Shah? This guy decides to pull up, what up, Aussie Nate? Who else I ain't call out? Y'all pulled up in here. I was busy in the middle of talking my crap. I call out everybody. I know I like calling out everybody. What up, TZ? I think I called out everybody for the most part. Sides Capel. What up, your boy Jimmy Belcher? Tell Tina I said hi. We're going to talk about that too, Brandon Washington, but I just want to, I'm not arguing with you. You are correct. So check this out. He pulls up to a house, shoots into the house. I think 5 people get hit. A couple of people die. He ends up shooting up 2 teenagers and like a child that was like between the ages of 6 and 3. He's done. If any of this is even close to being true, he's done. It's a wrap. Why? Because he had beef with a dude. And one of them had to kill the other. That's why I don't never want to beef with nobody. That's one of the reasons why I don't never want to beef with nobody. I don't never want to beef with you. I don't never want to beef with nobody. I don't want to be out here fighting nobody. I don't want to be out here doing anything that's going to create a situation that can't go away. I don't want to be out here doing anything that's going to create a situation that's going to put me in a situation that I don't want to be in. We need to bring back taking care of your family and your loved ones being something that we consider to be real men shit. We consider being a real man doing shit that's going to get yourself killed. We talk about how being a real man is you got to fight everything that's moving. That's being a real man. You got to kill everything that's moving. That's being a real man. That's what's being a real man nowadays. Not taking care of your family. Not going out there getting a job, paying the bills. When are we going to make that cool? I heard some chick on the Instagram or some shit a while back talking about she only dates scammers. You only date scammers? So you a bottom of the barrel bitch, part of my language. But basically, you a bottom of the barrel shorty. Bottom of the barrel. You only want to date a dude because you don't want a long-term. Listen, I'm going to tell you what her logic is. She don't want a long-term relationship. She want to move from one guy to the next. So she only want to date a guy who's doing something that she going to be able to bubble up off of. Sooner or later, he going to go to jail and she going to move on to the next one. You're bottom of the barrel, shorty. You want other people out there risking their lives and risking their freedom for your happiness. When are we going to start giving more respect to the Ralph Cramdens of the world? The mofo that go out there and keep a job, but still trying to hustle. When are we going to go give respect to the mofos that's out there trying to keep a job and still trying to hustle? Why can't we give them more respect? The Archer says, it's because we as a people don't deal with our pain the right way. It's misdirected energy. I'm not sure what that answers for specifically. But I am going to say a lot of people have misdirected. All you got to do is look at a hater or look at a troll. All of that is misdirected energy. All of those people are suffering mentally. Every single hater and every single troll has a mental illness. Do not be confused. They all got you know what kind of mental illness an individual has to do to wake up every single day thinking about how they're going to try to negatively affect another person's life? You know what kind of mental illness that got to be? That's a straight mental illness. They're not waking up every day thinking about how they're going to get to the bag. They're not waking up every day thinking about how they're going to make their wife happy. They're not waking up every day thinking about how they're going to try to train their kids to be good human beings. They're waking up every day thinking about how they can negatively be impactful to another man's life. Another woman's life. That's a mental illness. So just so we can be clear, a lot of people are dealing with mental illness that was created through pain. And what they try to do is they try to make you mentally ill or try to make it seem like you are mentally ill. And if the people that's paying attention, you know, people from a distance can't tell who is who. Just so we can be clear. Brandon Washington said envy and jealousy can pull someone down big time. I had somebody, okay, so there's a thing about me, right? I can't even explain to you how confident I am in myself. I'm so confident in myself that often it'll seem like I have no confidence. Because I don't feel a need to really expound on a lot of my attributes. Yes, I'm pretty good at doing this, right? But I'm fucking great at a lot of shit that y'all don't even know about. I don't even talk about it. I just keep moving. I'm not going to disagree with that, Archer. Just think about that for a minute. Think about how many people you know that's mentally ill. That every time you have a conversation with them, all they do is talk negatively about another individual. You know that's a mental illness? If every single time me and you have a conversation, you have something negative to say about another human being, you know that's a mental illness? You know that when you see somebody, let's say they got a YouTube channel, and their whole entire channel is just talking shit about another person, that's a mental illness. That's literally a mental illness. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. So the other day, I was talking to somebody that I'm doing business with. So whatever was conversed, whatever was talked about, and so they said, damn, you got a lot of haters or whatever the case is. So they went and looked at one particular person's channel. And he was like, damn, all this person do is talk about you all day. I said, yeah, that's all they do. They do is talk about me. I don't got no, what can I do about it? I just don't send nobody to their channel. That's it. I'm not going to send nobody to your channel. If I don't like you, I'm not sending nobody to your channel. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. I'm not going to help you, period. And then the person looked and said, their channel not even monetized. So they just talking about you to talk about you. I said, yep. They have a mental illness. They're not even getting any money off of this. They got family that they could be spending time, money, and effort on. And instead of doing that, they're busy on YouTube all day talking about me, a person that really don't care about them. I don't care about my ops. Once you become a negative person in my life, I don't care about you. Period. And there is no going back. Just so we can be clear. So think about that for a minute. I think that that's way more of indicative of the culture that we live in now. I'm 100% sure that if that person played the government, those videos that they make about me, and the government actually researched me and knew who I was, don't please don't never talk about none of the haters. I'm gonna ask you that once. I don't care. I don't care what they got. I got don't worry, just watch where the BBN is going. These individuals are gonna feel bad that they didn't want to be my friend or they didn't want to be cool with me rather than they wanted to take this route. Because I don't befriend enemies. I just don't do it. I don't care. Anyway, so check this out, just so we can be clear. He rolls up on the house, allegedly. We're talking about Glock 9. Allegedly rolls up on this house. Shoots into the house. Just so we can be clear. Shoots into the house. 5 people get hit. I think 2 people die. 3 of the people that got hit, 2 was a teenager, 1 was a child. Between the ages of 3 and 6. This man ain't coming back home. So I need to know why we have to want our rappers to risk jail every day in order for us to respect them. I need for somebody to explain this to me. I need for somebody to explain to me why our rappers have to risk their lives and risk going to jail every day, or we don't respect them. Can somebody please explain this to me? Because I'm curious. I want to know why we can't want our rappers to live long, free lives. I want to know why we can't want our rappers to be stress-free. I want to know why we can't want our rappers to be mentally healthy. I want to know why we can't want our rappers to have nice lives and families and create legacy, positive legacy. That's what I want to know. Prince to Amir said, because we're allowing the labels to manipulate us. I think it goes deeper than that. I'm not arguing that point, by the way. I'm not saying you're incorrect. But labels are absolutely manipulating individuals. But I think it goes deeper than that. I think it goes to something that's ingrained in our culture. I think at some point, we mistake being a rebel for being a criminal. And I think we respect the rebel. But now that being a rebel and being a criminal are somehow synonymous with each other when they actually aren't, we're respecting the criminal like we should respect the rebel. Had some idiot coming here the other day talking about, I said something that just was correct. It just was correct and it made sense. So somebody agreed with me and the idiot called them a follower. So if 1 + 1, if I say 1 + 1 is 2 and somebody agreed with me, that means that they're a follower? No, 1 + 1 is 2. It's a factual statement. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention. Like, the world is sick. And if you just pay attention, Why do you think I kick people? Whenever I think somebody is mentally ill and they're not mentally ill to the point where they're trying to make other people ill with them, I kick them. Once I see that you have a mental illness and you're trying to encourage others to also have a mental illness, I kick you. Because I have to care about the people that's in the chat. I don't know who might be negatively affected. I don't know who might now take on this mental illness. If you think that you have to disagree with someone every single time they say something or you're a follower, that's a mental illness. And I think that's something that a lot of Americans and people go through. I think mental illness is running rampant. I think mental illness is so bad that a lot of people who actually don't suffer from mental illness is being seen as people that have mental illnesses. Because the majority of people that's running around have a mental illness. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Eric Gilchrist said, hey, yo, shout out to that guy from yesterday. Not a real shout out. He really led the charge on the short bus. Absolutely. I know that dude. It's the same dude that makes videos about me every day. He's mentally ill. Queen Shah said, we don't forgive most of the time for anything when it comes to what someone says. I think we hold ourselves to a certain standard. We expect others to go by that same standard, in my opinion. I'm not going to argue with you. But I think I just want to add something to that, if you don't mind, because I'm not arguing with you. What I'm saying, what I want to add to that is, sometimes we have to understand that you can't forgive somebody. Don't forgive somebody for something that they did that they're gonna continue to do. If somebody does something to you and it's something that they're gonna continue to do, why are you forgiving them? You don't forgive somebody for something unless they have sincere faith and belief and their apology is sincere. If so, that's a problem that we have. People will forgive somebody who don't have a sincere apology and then wonder why the person has now did the same thing or something worse. Because their apology was never sincere. They just want to get back in with you. That's it. They was always planning on the bullshit. That apology was just so they could have more opportunity to be able to do something negative or effed up. That's it. B Goody says, shout out to B Goody. Got the 1 year badge. Says, yes, mental illness is a real thing. People with power have mental illness like Donald Trump or Joe Biden. I think mental illness, it doesn't matter if you do or don't have power. There are a lot of people that have power that have mental illnesses. I would agree with you. I think that mental illnesses aren't subject to any one specific class, demographic of any kind, no one specific ethnicity, no one specific economic impression, no one. I think anybody can have a mental illness. And I also think that there's a difference between somebody having a mental illness and somebody having a situation that is making, because a lot of times you'll see somebody, just so we can be clear, you'll see somebody and it'll look like they have a mental illness because at that moment something is happening that you might not understand. And you'd be like, God dang it, that person crazy. But in reality, something is happening and you just might not be on what's going on. So the thing that they're doing look weird. People from a distance can't tell who is who. That's real shit. Salute the Black Cuddy. Shout out to the Black Speeds. What up, Woo? Don't nobody see them dots, Jones. Just let's get 4 to 5 $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. Let's go. We're having real discussions here. I think a lot of these rappers suffer from mental illness. I think that for people that don't know, stress could bring on so much mental illness. And I think a lot of these rappers live in a situation of continuous stress. But even more importantly, what up, Foot in the Ass Entertainment? Salute, my brother. But even more importantly, I think that we're putting people and propping people up that have mental illnesses before they even get put up on a podium. I think, you know how much further I would be right now if I ran out in the street trying to fight everybody I came across? You know how much further I would be in my career right now if I ran out and tried to argue with everybody that wanted to argue with me on YouTube? That wanted to argue with me on IG. You know how much further in my career I'd be? I'd be so much further in my career, but I want to live a long life. I don't want to do harm to others. I want to live. I'm not going to be able to because I'm human. So I'm incapable of being perfect. But I want to live a life where I do more good than I do bad. And I want to do 100 times more good than I do bad. 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times more good than I do bad. I don't care. You can think whatever you want about me, but when I leave this world, I want people to be able to sincerely say that I left a good imprint. That's important to me. That if my daughter decide to have a family, that when they family look back on my life, that they could be proud of the person that I was and my character, even if there's lies out there about who I am. That's important to me. Those things are important to me. Shout out to Prince 2 Amir with the $5 hater. It's a hater drop. He did a drop for the haters. The haters. Shout out to Prince 2 Amir with the hater drop. $5 hater drop. Anybody else want to do a hater drop? We here right now. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment with the $20 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. The dub drop. I know I have not been doing the saloon lately, but that's because we've been having some really important conversations. So, in order for my platform to be able to grow, I also need to be able to exhibit that this is some kind of content that I could bring, right? That's important. In order for me to make it to the next level, in order for me to make it into television, in order for me to be able to get a real big podcast, I have to be able to show that these are things that I can do. Queen Shah said, wait, hold on. There's a couple of things that I want to read that somebody else wrote. If you don't mind, I'm going to scroll back up for a second. Brandon Washington said, mental illness is still a stigma looked at with a dark light, and I don't think it's fair to scoop in scammers and trolls to that group. They may have challenges, but some are trying to make it work hard. No, trolls are absolutely got mental illness. You don't think somebody that wakes up every day thinking about how they could destroy another person's life is a mental illness? I think that's a mental illness, homie. A scammer, I'm not saying the scammer is a mental illness. I'm saying trolls. That's 100% mental illness. Well, I hope you're dealing with the schizophrenia well, B. Goody. I know that you have your own trials and tribulations that you're obviously going through. But somebody that wakes up every day and all they're thinking about is how they're going to negatively affect another person's life, please explain to me how that's not a mental illness. I'm here. I'm not going to go nowhere. I'm here. I'm listening. Shout out to Brandon Washington with the $10 drop, he said, for integrity. Definitely appreciate you. Copy Foot in the Ass, do that. If you need me to say anything, let me know. If you need me to have any kind of voiceovers for anything that you would like, let me know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm correct as far as trolls having a mental illness. I'm saying that's my opinion. I think that if you wake up every day and all you're thinking about is how you could negatively affect somebody else's life that's trying to do the best that they can, that's out there living, that's not doing nothing to you, that's minding their business, I think that's a mental illness. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's a mental illness. I literally don't wake up thinking about anybody I don't like. Never. I never wake up thinking about people I don't like. I don't wake up, never, 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 never. I'm just keeping it a stack. Be Goody said it is definitely weird to wake up to hate on somebody. That's a fact. It's a mental illness. I'm just keeping it a stack. I never wake up thinking about people I don't like. Not once. The only way I could wake up and think about somebody I don't like is if I wake up and I gotta see you. That's the only way. I wake up, we live in the same damn house. I ain't got no choice. I gotta walk past you when I'm going to the bathroom or the kitchen. Then yeah, I'm probably gonna think about you in a situation like that. But other than that, no. I'm waking up. I'm thinking about what this new day could bring. I'm waking up. I'm thinking about people I like. I'm not waking up thinking like, I'm not going, this is not me. That rat bastard, that's not me. I'm not laying in the bed and shit and I just wake up, that rat bastard. I'm not doing that. I am never doing that. Just so we can be clear. Not never. That's a mental illness, man. I don't wake up getting on IG trying to find people to be angry at. I don't do any of that. I wake up. What do I got to do for the day? Shout out to Bree Powell. The sniper! I wake up and I say, okay, what do we got to get done today? All right, got to get this done. We got to get that done. We got to get that done. Am I going to have time to do videos today? I hope I got time. Oh, man, I need also to find at least an hour of me time. That's important. I need to have at least an hour where I'm just doing something where I could decompress. These are the things I wake up thinking. I don't know what anybody else is waking up thinking, but these are the things I'm waking up thinking. Oh man, what are we gonna be? What the show's gonna be about? That's not even the first thing on my mind. Get it? Where I gotta go, who I gotta talk to, what I gotta do. Those are the things I wake up thinking. Anyway. So, I thought the shit was just about to get stuck and shit. So anyway, Glock 9 threw his life away. If these things are true, he threw his life away. While we're talking about rappers that get involved in situations like this, I also want to say, why FN Lucci? It looks like he threw his life away. I believe that they're trying to give YFN Lucci a way out, though. But he threw his life away. Kodak Black just got a second chance. Kodak Black still has a couple of charges that he has to go and be held accountable for. One is that young lady that he allegedly raped. Hey, that my sister-in-law? Let me text. That might be a fake account. Yo, people be having mad fake accounts. I'll be like, is that really my sister? That's my sister-in-law. Text me that that's you. Just a gigolo, and everywhere I go. Yeah, anybody know that song and shit? I'm just gonna be quiet because I was gonna say something in reference to that particular. Shannon, text me if that's really you. Bobby Shmurda's situation still a little bit different. Bobby Shmurda didn't actually commit any murders. I'm still curious as to how Bobby Shmurda went to jail. Did he just go to jail because he was part of the gang? Telling you, my sister-in-law better text me, boy. That name is gonna end up. I'm gonna text her. So this is something that we have to be mindful of. And it's Deuce Bigelow. Okay. So that's something that we got to be mindful of. Okay, so that's what happened. He talked about the crimes in the raps implicating himself. Boom. That's a fact. No, that's a fact. I didn't. Thank you, Brandon Washington. You just put me on. All right. Just so everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. Just so we could be clear on something, I want to say this. They didn't make that song to do what it did. They made that song as a song for the hood. That was just some hood music that they made. What happened is some people heard it, the song blew up, and now he had to use that song because that was his way to get seen. What up, Jen Cardi? You know, somebody made a fake Jen Cardi account yesterday after Jen Cardi donated to the chat. This might be another fake Jen Cardi account. Let's see what they say. Oh, for all of y'all that don't know, when y'all, this is why I tell people, everybody that does drops, always make sure that your name is green. Because what they do is, whenever they see you make a drop, they make a fake account of yours and then try to misrepresent you. You feel me? They come in here talking because, you know, they mentally ill. So they come in here and they start talking they mentally ill shit and make you look stupid. Like what they did with the dude yesterday, that Duke Farrow fake account. So I say all that to say this. I want to know when it's going to be okay for our rappers to just be rappers and our rappers not have to also be street dudes that's out here committing crimes. Lee Shannon is my sister-in-law. I want to know, when is it going to be okay for our rappers to just be rappers and not also be people that's out here committing crimes and risking their freedom? I want to know when it's going to be okay for a man to just be out here trying to support his family. That's what I want to know. I want to know why, in order to be a rapper, you have to be a person that's putting your freedom at risk. Why, in order to be a rapper, you have to be a person that's putting your life at risk? I want to know why you just can't make good music. Why can't we have more J. Cole's? He's just making good music when he gets the opportunity. I want to know. I want to know why we can't have more J. Cole's. I want to know why we don't hear about Kendrick Lamar getting into anything. Check this out. I'm going to tell you how crazy it is. I'm even going to name a rapper that's down with it, that has associations, right? They say it themselves. I'm not snitching on them. What's that drill rapper from Queens? 5-year-old foreign. You don't hear about 5-year-old foreign out here committing crimes. I'm not saying he isn't, but you don't hear about it. What up, Damani? Everybody say what's up to my niece, Damani's World. What up, Dog Soldier? How you doing today, my brother? You don't hear about 5-year-old foreign getting into nothing. Right? Tell your mother I said what's up until I love her. You don't hear about 5-year-old foreign getting into nothing. First of all, I think we need to stop listening to all of the I'm gonna kill you rap and listen to the more of the I'm gonna bring my community together rap. 5-year-old foreign was in a situation where he was arguing with his baby mama in her crib. The neighbors called the cops pulled up, he got arrested. That's the situation he was in. If you have never argued with your baby mama, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not sure if to say that you lucky or you unlucky. Because if you have never argued with a woman, I don't know. One of y'all don't care about the other. That's the way I look at it. I'm sorry to say. He did get shot at when he was in Atlanta. Other than that, I don't know about 5-year-old foreign being in anything. He keeping his nose clean. He making whatever music he's making and he going after the bag. 5-year-old foreign was in his home arguing with his woman. A neighbor called the cops. The cops showed up and locked him up. That's what happened to 5-year-old foreign. That's not him being out in the street shooting at people. That's not him selling drugs and getting caught. That's just he was having a domestic situation and some random called the cops on them. I don't blame him for none of that. We have to bring back people wanting to live positive lives before we could bring back people positive rap. See, the thing is, people don't want to live positive lives. People want to be the Scarfaces. People want to be the Frank Whites. People want to be the Marlos. Get it? So therefore, when you make music, you got to make music for that, or your music might not do well. And in addition to that, allegedly, the record labels are actually wanting to only promote the negative rap. Allegedly. So what are we going to do? Make it cool to stay alive. That's a fact. That's what we need to do. We got to make it. I want to know when it could be cool to love your woman. I want to know when we could get rid of this. You have to have, you could only be messing around with stripper shit. And I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with strippers. But what I'm saying is I want to know when we could get rid of that mentality. Where if you're not dating a baddie, a bad shorty, or a shorty that's a stripper, or a shorty with extra shit on her, then something wrong with you. I want to know when we could get rid of that. Because there's nothing wrong with those women. But I'm saying there's also nothing wrong with the regular broad. That got a regular job, doing regular shit. That you could go home to and be happy. If I could have my choice, I'd much rather prefer somebody I could go home and be happy to. Over somebody that there's always some kind of shenanigans going on. I like just laying down watching TV. Talking about shit and making fun and jokes. I enjoy that. Brandon Washington says, this is getting kind of big, but it's because out of country and this world is based on a system of fear. And a lot of time the fear gets more attention than the well-being. Our brains are already predetermined. Our brains, how do you say, gravitate to controversy and negativity quicker than it does to positivity. So if there's a story that somebody could read that's a feel-good story in contrast with a story that somebody could read that's a tragedy, 9 times out of 10, the person is going to, 8 times out of 10, the person is probably going to go to the tragedy first. And I'm sorry that that's a thing, but that's a thing. I did marketing. I went to school for marketing. This has always been a thing, just so we can be clear. I went to school for marketing. I'm telling you this is a thing. It's always been a thing. Brandy is about 20 years removed from her best days. The fact that her album was not promoted. Now, if you would use a rapper from nowadays that do something similar to Brandy, and then you say why their album isn't promoted, then we can have a discussion about that. But I'm not gonna, if there's a rapper from the 90s or somebody that made music in the 90s that come out with an album now, and they're not being promoted, if I was a label, I wouldn't put no promotion behind it either. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you, man. That don't make sense to me. That's like, are you gonna spend $10 million promoting LL Cool J's new album? I'm just asking. Are we going to spend $5 million promoting Big Daddy Kane's next album? Are we going to spend... Don't fall for it, DZ. I don't think that's Jen Cardi. I think that's a fake account. Don't fall for it. You see how it has a J, but there's an M? Whatever account that is, it's a fake account. Don't fall for it. Jen Cardi, if that's you, send in $1 right now, because I know what your shit is. So Jen Cardi, if that's you, send in $1 right now. I know what your shit is. That's not Jen Cardi. That's a fake account. Rule Jones says the record labels want the drama, so if they get killed, the rapper's worth more dead than alive. That's a fact. I don't know if they. I'm not saying they want the drama, but if they get killed, they would make more money. You know, Sade is the name of the group, not the woman, right? We need new groups like the Tribe Called Quest, Fugees, Public Enemy. 100% agree with you. But I'm pretty sure if Public Enemy drops an album right now, nobody's putting $5 million behind it on promotion. And that has nothing to do with negativity or positivity. That has something to do with the bottom line, the dollar. That doesn't even make sense. So hold on. Y'all will put $5 million behind promoting a rapper that made music that their best days was in the 80s or the 90s. You wouldn't have a job. You would get fired from whatever label or wherever you was working at. You would get fired. I went to school for marketing. Like, that doesn't even make sense. I don't care what anybody else went to school for. I specifically went to school for marketing. That doesn't make sense. But if that's what you would do, then go for it. What can I tell you? That don't even make sense. What the fuck? We gonna put $5 million behind this rapper that, you know, they're gonna be like, wow, what rap is that? That's a lot of money to put behind promotion. What rapper are we talking about? We talking about Public Enemy. You ain't gonna look at you like this. They gonna be like, you know that parking spot? You're not gonna need it. You're gonna be immediately fired. What up, Kendio? I know. You're gonna be immediately fired. What the hell? Hold on, you want to put $5 million in promotion behind a rapper who best days was about 30 years ago? That's what we doing. Hold on, who think that's a good idea? I just want to ask, who thinks it's a good idea to put $5 million behind promoting a rapper, an artist who their best music was in the 90s? That's when they was relevant. They're not relevant no more, but you're still going to put $5 million behind promoting them. Who thinks that's a good idea? Who thinks that if you try to do that, you're going to get fired? Could we just have some... I just want to know. Frank Sinatra and Garth Brooks. So you think they putting $5 million behind promoting Frank Sinatra right now, or Garth Brooks? Now look, this is the account right there. Most hated blogger is the Jen Cardi account. See how now it has an M? That's the Jen Cardi account. It's the same person. Boom. I'm going to hit you. So we get bags. I'm going to play the bag song. Be right back. Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing. Cuckoo. And get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN. Hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content. Come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost. Yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here. Yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name. That's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags. And you asking what they heavy for? Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Good conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah. Why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags? Yeah, so we just kicked them. Didn't I tell you that Jen Cardi account was a fake account? Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment. That was Foot in the Ass Entertainment right there. Shout out to the brother for making that track for us. He got some new music coming, some new BBN centric music coming for us too. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment making that for us. You fuckers. Shout out to Dog Soldier. He says, Dog Soldier, smash the Dog Soldiers loose. The dogs is loose in the saloon. I am not doing the saloon today. I'm very sorry. We will be doing the saloon again. I'm just not doing it tonight. Today. We might do the saloon tonight. I'm just not doing it at the moment. Yo, I know people be so mad at me. I know people be 20 people left. I know people be mad at me. It is what it is. Let's get this going. Come on, fix camera. We gonna fix camera. You gonna keep fucking with me? Hold on. Maybe if I move from in front of the camera, and then it's gonna readjust that way, right? There we go. Oh, Ryan said F you. Okay, Ryan, appreciate you. We gonna help you out the door, my brother. Bang. think Ryan Mack was talking to me when they said F you. Maybe not. You know what? We're just going to leave Ryan Mack on the timeout because we don't use the F word. But Ryan Mack was probably not talking to me, but probably was. I just put Ryan Mack on the timeout. I do not know if Epic invested in Busta Rhymes' last album, but Busta Rhymes had a pretty good rollout, right? And Busta Rhymes' album was incredible. And I think that if Busta Rhymes had the type of rollout, had the type of money behind it, like some of these other rappers have the type of money behind it, it probably would have did well. Better. I don't know how bad it did or didn't do. But the point in which I'm trying to make is this. If you're trying to put $10 million in promotion behind a rapper whose best days was in the 90s, you're going to miss way more than you're going to hit. Just way more. Like, it don't, like, I don't know. People are weirdos, man. People are weirdos. I think the argument that a person make, if a person tries to make that argument and say, well, they don't put money behind J. Cole, which they don't. Like, that's how you make a relevant argument for what the person is trying to argue with. Instead of trying to use rappers from 30 or 40 years ago. We have rappers now that speak that speak good. Why aren't they putting money behind Marlon Craft? J. Cole. You get what I'm saying? But the person always wants to talk about some rapper from the 90s or some rapper from the 80s. They're not going to put money behind those people. No problem. I unblocked you, homie. I unblocked you. You are on the timeout, though. You are on the timeout, though, but you did not get blocked. What up, William Summersville? Aussie Nate says, hell no, the labels need to change their agenda and bring in new groups with positive content and put the bag behind them. The bloggers need to post positive info. If labels... I want to play something for y'all real quick because I want y'all to see what the BBN is about. Check this out.
No justice, no peace, but if you know justice, you will know peace. And keep the name of Dr. King out of your mouth if you dare ask people why they out here in the streets. You don't know that man if you question why people are in these streets. The man who said rise to the language of the unheard. The man who came in nonviolence but said we are here to disrupt the status quo. You don't know that man. He was a revolutionary. He was about dismantling the systems. So if you are not here to dismantle the system,
already know, man. If you don't go by LB, man, slack. Look, man. I know I can change. So deep in this game, filled with this thunderous rain. A dark cloud held over my head. My head is high, I'm enduring the rain. I'm sipping the pain. Gripping the wheel, 94 Buick Roadmaster, that is two-tone, and I'm switching them lanes, cause this is the game. A digi scale had me weighing well, taking life risks for a backflip, blue strips and some pink 50s, got the gang with me, keep our eyes open, back against the wall, got God with me, fear God on me, used to rock dick and super 90-something, bake a dog food, always into something, goddamn, this is God's plan. Look, stick to the rules and the codes. As a kid, I was taught to be bold. Be a leader, never follow the show. That's good game, worth from Animal Pro. Yes. Blockhead, show me how to be focused. Family first, making moves in the focus. LA trips from the valley of Oakland, glowing purple, just PCH coasting. Money on my mind, that's always in motion. I know I can change. Call my nephews in the 40s, tell them that I love them. Rest in peace to Susie, guardian homie. Mama taught me well, Papa used to school me. Nana always here for me. Yes, I am God's gift, nothing can take from me. Even if I'm gone, carving my name in the stone. Got the keys, I be opening doors. Pave the lanes, I can lead you to shore. Not a messiah, just a nigga with a gift of gab. Evaluated lemonade, I was always good at math. Homie, keep the craft. I never had a Robert Kraft in my circle. I know I can change. Yes. I know I can change. I know I can change. I'ma let it breathe, man. Let that shit breathe a little bit. Yeah. I know I can change. I know I can change. Change.
Alright, so that's the type of time BBN Network is on. You feel me? So that's the type of time we on. So I get it that there's individuals that think that we should still be pumping music from our rappers of yesteryears. I get it. Hey, Lovely E, you just had a fake Lovely E in here. Y'all see that, admins? That was a fake Lovely E. You just had a fake Lovely E in here. I told you this guy's got mental illnesses. You feel me? Did y'all just see that, though? That's the type of stuff that we promote over here. Liberty Hazelton up in here? Shout out to Liberty Hazelton. That's the energy that we try to promote at the BBN. That energy. And shout out to the speaker, Jumaane D. Williams. He's going to be running for the mayor of New York City. We F with Jumaane D. Williams. Copy? We mess with Jumaane D. Williams. All right? I've met him in person. I've spoken to him on a couple of different occasions. We New York City, we mess with Jumaane D. Williams. When he's right now, I believe he's the I forgot what you call it, the public advocate for New York. When he decides to run for mayor, when he runs for mayor, we mess with him. I just want y'all to know. Shout out to Jumaane D. Williams. You heard his speech in the beginning of that? The whole speech is incredible. I have the whole speech. It's incredible. With that being said, that's the type of energy we're trying to do. We're not trying to do what other people are trying to do. So if we want to have positive rap and positive music, please stop talking about people from the 90s. Please stop talking about people from the 80s. I'm not saying that they're not capable. But you think the youth is going to listen to a 40-year-old dude making music about how we need to change? Or you think they're going to listen to somebody that they could better familiarize themselves with? That they could more easily associate with? So we need younger people making music, talking about the good qualities that we should have. If you think that the young folk is busy about to listen to a 50-year-old guy making music about save the seals or save America, then you are mistaken and you are too removed from what's going on in the world. You might be the most intelligent person in your field, but you might not know how marketing works. I just want to be clear on that. In your field, you might be a super intelligent individual. You might be one of the best people at what you do, respectfully said. But if you think the youth is going to just jump over people who they could familiarize themselves, who they want to be, and move directly over the people, older people who don't fit anything going on with them, then you are sadly mistaken. Because that's not how it works. And it's sad that extremely intelligent people thinks that that is how it works. Because that's not how it works. That's the opposite of how it works. That song is called God dang it, I just got it marked as the LV the Slap music song. What the heck is that song called? It's on my YouTube channel. It's on this channel. I got it up. I got the whole video. I Could Change. Thank you, Liberty. Thank you, Liberty Hazelton. I Can Change is by, I Know I Could Change. It's by LV the Slap. I just couldn't hear it when it was just playing. But it's I Know I Could Change is by LV the Slap. He got other hot joints out there too. He got another hot joint out there that's banging called No Cap. Go check it out. There's a reason why. There's a reason why you got individuals, just so we could be clear. There's a reason why you have individuals. Perfect example. Tekashi is not a good rapper. Tekashi is not a good rapper. This isn't a hater drop. Let me make sure this is the correct BQ. Because she sent something in before. So let me just make sure I got the... Let me make sure that I have the appropriate... Oh, no. She doesn't even have Cash App. This is not BQ Mommy. Boom. Hey, BQ. Somebody made a fake account of you. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $10 drop. No comment, Clint Eastwood eyes. Hey, BQ, somebody made a fake. I'm going to text you. Let's see, is that you first? Yeah, you got people out here trying to be Tekashi. Tekashi not a good rapper. He's not. So that just goes to show you that it don't have anything to do with your ability to rap. It don't have nothing to do with how... It don't have nothing to do with how good a rapper an individual is. So when you tell me that a rapper from the 90s is good and a rapper from the 80s is good, I'm not disputing that. These guys, I'm saying, yeah, they're good rappers. But you got people wanting to follow behind Tekashi. He's not a good rapper, so it don't have anything to do with quality. Shout out to the Straight G Toro. He says, just because something is real doesn't mean it's good. Okay, so that was, I'd be careful. Shout out to BQ Mommy with the $1 drop. She wanted to say, nice video, $1 for the haters. It's not a hater drop. I guess she wanted to give one finger to the face. She was like, oh, shout out to BQ Mommy with the one finger to the face. I guess she nudged him like, yeah, get out of here. But yeah, you got individuals trying to be Tekashi. So please don't tell me that, just so we can be clear. So please don't tell me that just because a rapper is good, that means that we should... No, that's not how marketing works. That's not how it works. I wish it did. I wish Nas could drop a song right now and the youth listen to him. I wish KRS-One could drop a song right now and the youth listen to him. I wish. I wish. And she said that song is dope. That's our artist. That's a BBN artist, a BBN affiliated artist. That's our artist. When we get our BBN mixtape going, boom, that's our artist. See? You posted it and got some good feedback on your Snapchat. Salute. One of our marketing people, by the way. One of our marketing people, by the way. Anyway, let's get some hater drops going. Let's get some hater drops going. Let's get some hater drops going. Let's get some hater drops going, where we can make some jokes. Why don't we run that song back one more time? Let's run that song back one more time. The song is hard. And listen to what Jumaane D. Williams is saying in the beginning of the song. Jumaane D. Williams, that's right now, that's the guy that I've had I've actually interviewed him and I spoke with this gentleman a couple of times, and I'm on board with Jumaane D. Williams as our next mayor of New York City. Let's listen to this interview one more time. Let's listen to this video one more time. Let's go.
No justice, no peace, but if you know justice, you will know peace. And keep the name of Dr. King out of your mouth if you dare ask people why they out here in the streets. You don't know that man if you question why people are in these streets. The man who said rise to the language of the unheard. The man who came in nonviolence but said we are here to disrupt the status quo. You don't know that man. He was a revolutionary. He was about dismantling the systems. So if you are not here to dismantle the systems,
you already know, man.
shut
If
up.
you don't go by LV, man, slap. Look, man.
I know I can change. So deep in this game, filled with this thunderous rain. A dark cloud held over my head. My head is high, I'm enduring the rain. I'm sipping the pain. Gripping the wheel, 94 Buick Roadmaster, that is two-tone, and I'm switching them lanes, cause this is the game. A digi-scale had me weighing well, taking life risks for a backflip, blue strips and some pink 50s, got the gang with me, keep our eyes open, back against the wall, got God with me, fear God on me, used to rock Dickies, super 90-something, big dog food, always into something, goddamn, this is God's plan. Look, stick to the rules and the codes. As a kid, I was taught to be bold. Be a leader, never follow the show. That's good game, work from Animal Crow. Yes. Blockhead, show me how to be focused. Family first, making moves in the focus. LA trips from the valley of Oakland, blowing purple, just PCH coasting. Money on my mind, that's always in motion. I know I can change. Call my nephews in the 40s, tell them that I love them. Rest in peace to Susie, guardian homie. Mama taught me well, Papa used to school me. Nana always it for me. Yes, I am God's gift, nothing can take from me. Even if I'm gone, carving my name in the stone. Got the keys, I be opening doors. Play the lanes, I can lead you to shore. Not a messiah, just a nigga with a gift of gab. Your weight in lemonade. I was always good at math, homie, beat the crowd. I never had a Robert Kraft in my circle. I know I can change. Yes. I know I can change. I know I can change. I'ma let it breathe, man. Let that shit breathe a little bit. Yeah. I know I can change, I know I can change. Change.
Shout out to LV the Slap. That's him. He just pulled up in the chat. You already know, my brother. I haven't been playing it, but it's still here. It's still in the lineup. That's not going nowhere. That's not going nowhere. That's still in the lineup, my brother. There's times that we need to play that and be on that type of vibe. You feel me? Let's get some hater drops. Sometimes we need to be on that vibe. Feel me? Also, I have an idea for something that okay, so saloon's open tonight. Tonight, the saloon is open. I just want that to be clear. We're doing all saloon shenanigans tonight. The saloon is open. With that also being said, I need a couple of people. I would like to have a couple of people who actually do promotion over here to pull up for a basically like a Zoom meeting, and I would like to have a conversation with y'all. So for the individuals that would like to do some promotion tonight, and two, pull up for basically like a Zoom meeting for about 20 minutes, hit me on IG. I'm sending out I'm doing all the IG stuff today. It's Thursday. Also, if you just want promotion on IG, hit me up today throughout the course of the day. With that being said, we going on 11 o'clock. Shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. No comment. Clint Eastwood eyes. We're doing saloon tonight, so I'm just letting everybody know so y'all can know beforehand. We're doing the saloon tonight. We're definitely doing the saloon tonight. BQ mommy, my sister-in-law. Pull up. You could call in with us too, by the way. We can stay on for a little while longer. We can stay on for a little while longer. I'm not in no rush. I'm not in no rush. That's what I gotta start putting. Yeah, contact me on this IG. Everybody that's supposed to be getting all of the stuff that y'all been sending me on the IG, I'm doing all of that today. I got time. Also, we should be sending out all Discord server invites today. So if you've already sent me an email, I'm going to be sending out all Discord server invites today. If you haven't already received yours. So some of y'all have already received yours. So let me look at the Discord server real quick. Oh shoot, and the fucking and when you on the Discord server, it lets you know whenever we have whenever I'm live streaming. I did not know that. Shout out to that shit. But we will be bringing a lot of content to the Discord server specifically, just so you can know. I need everybody's email that wants to be on the show tonight. It's going to basically also be promotion. Let's not be confused about this. But I'm going to need everybody's Discord. I'm going to need everybody's email in order for me to be able to send you the invites to join the thing. Nope, not talking about that. And I'm actually kicking people that bring that up. So, not talking about that, Aussie Nate. Now I don't know if you're the real Aussie Nate. You might be a fake Aussie Nate. So let me scroll up real quick and look at all of how Aussie Nate's jump offs look. Because now I'm kicking people for bringing that up. Admins, we gotta watch Aussie Nate. Because there might be a fake Aussie Nate in here, so pay close attention to the verbiage that they're using. because somebody might be trying to replicate that man's account. And I don't really care to be paying attention to it. So admins, keep a lookout for an Aussie Nate. There might be somebody trying to steal Aussie Nate's account, or trying to come in here and talk crazy using his jump off. Yes, I'm going to be sending out, I need your email to send out the Discord links. If I haven't sent it to you yet, I've sent it, a couple of people already sent me their email. So I've sent out the Discord server to, the Discord server invites to a couple of people. I might have sent out the wrong one, and if I sent out the wrong one, you're not going to be able to get in. Bag swingers could only get in the bag swingers jump off, and bag swings could only get into the bag swingers jump off, and so on. So if I sent you the wrong link, you got to let me know so I can send you the proper link. Just so we can be clear. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening in the Bag Swingers Discord. I'm going to actually be doing maybe a live once a day in there where we come on for a minute, for maybe like 20-30 minutes, and talk about some shit. So we're going to be bringing stuff to the Discord server. I'm going to have a couple of y'all, especially if you're an individual who does promotion over here. I want to give you guys the opportunity to be able to advertise on that particular avenue also. And then we're also going to work with people and try to help people learn how to do public speaking and stuff like that. So that's the type of stuff we're going to have going on in that other Discord. Just so we can be clear. I didn't reshare this one. Hold on, give me 1 second. One second. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not sending out anything into the IG. I need to send emails. So that's how we're doing it. I'm sending out the emails specifically. We're going to make sure that nobody that isn't supposed to be on the Discord is going to be on the Discord, period. If you come on the Discord and I have a feeling like you are one of these individuals who is a troll, I'm just going to kick you. So we're trying to build. If I feel like somebody comes on the Discord and they're just there to try to do negativity, or they're there to just be harmful, or whatever the case is, just going to kick you. Not doing that. But, you know, a lot of people, they just, you know, they don't really have nothing going on. You gotta understand that people that don't got nothing going on, they're always trying to stop somebody that has something going on from that thing going on. We're not catering to or getting involved in any of that. All of that is shenanigans. We're not dealing with it. at all. With that being said, I guess we're gonna get up out of here. Salty Sack, hit me on IG. Wait. I'm gonna hit you now before we even get off. I have no idea why IG hasn't blue checked the page yet. I'm gonna try to get another blue check. Give me a minute. I have no idea. I need a blue check, not for nothing. It kinda is like every time I'm giving somebody my IG, I have to explain that I have mad trolls so they can't contact people that I'm doing business with. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I gotta literally explain that every time I'm like, before I do business with somebody. That's why the trolls can't hurt me monetarily. As far as with people that I do business with, because I tell every single person like that I'm doing business with, I have trolls. They're gonna try to contact you, yada yada, this and this and that. Most of the people are impressed, so shout out to that shit. With that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. I definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. I'm gonna call out the drops before we go real quick. And I want everybody to have a good day. It's 11 o'clock. I want you guys to go be your best selves. Let's go win. Let's encourage other people to be the best them that they could be. Because in that moment, we're being the best us that we could be. So go out there and be great. It's not easy, but it's not that hard. With that being said, shout out to Prince to Amir with the $5 drop. Shout out to Brandon Washington with the $10 drop. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $21 drop. Shout out to my sister-in-law, CNN BQ Mommy with the $1 drop. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $10 drop. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment with the $20 drop. And shout out to, I said DSTN with the $5 drop. I definitely appreciate you guys. Look, at the end of the day, right? This is just something that I want to make clear. At the end of the day, you can literally see what I'm doing with everything that I do something with. I'm extremely transparent. One of the main reasons why I'm transparent is because I know how it feels to have for people to have you mistaken. I don't want nobody to be mistaken about who I am. At this point, if you're mistaken about who I am, it's because you're choosing to be mistaken about who I am. It's not because, at this point, you're either choosing not to find out or you're choosing to just, you know what? So I appreciate everybody that gives me the opportunity to show them who I am and then believes me. When they see how consistent my behavior is, when they see how consistent the things that I like is, when they see how consistent the things that I don't like is. See, I don't tell you one thing one day and then switch it up the next day. I'm consistent because this is literally me. I don't have no agendas. I don't have no ulterior motives. I just got jacked. That's it. And I got you guys. And we're gonna do big things. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification. Education Gang, hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's so